Absolutely. I want the next shipment to come in on Thursday at the latest. My team will meet you at the port as usual. Don't play me for a fool. You know full well payment will be on delivery as usual. Do not try to force my hand on this. That's what I thought. Thursday, make sure your people are there. All right. Bye. Come in. Ah, you're here. And earlier than expected. I'm impressed. I'd figure you'd make the most of the time off I gave you, but it seems you're eager to get back into it. Sit down. We have a lot to talk about. So, how have you been feeling? You got pretty roughed up from your last little escapade. Good. I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm sure you found your new apartment to be satisfactory, correct? Well, I wouldn't know. I haven't seen you leave the place even once while you were recovering, even though I live right down the hall. I'm not going to bother you if you don't feel like talking to anybody. Like I said, you need to come to terms with what you did on your own. If you felt like reaching out, my door was open the entire time. Apparently you didn't feel like dropping by. I'm not going to force your hand. One word of advice, though. Do try to eat healthily, would you? Oh, yes. I do notice the delivery boys dropping by every day. Nobody goes in and out of that building without me knowing. Understand? Good. I'm glad we got that out of the way. Well, I guess it's about time I start explaining how things are going to be different, since you work for me directly now, not for Gregor. I'm going to be blunt about this, since I think that's going to work best for you. I don't know how Gregor ran his crew, but as of right now, the gloves come off. When I give an order, I expect you to follow it. There will be no backtalk, no questioning my judgment. Understand? I know you probably see this as a form of punishment, but I need you to start seeing this as a chance for you to work your way up. Tell me, how much has Gregor told you about our future plans? I see. Well, I'm glad to see he at least knows when to keep his mouth shut to others. I've known him for a long time, but he was always a bit of a blabbermouth. He does have his uses, though. Plus, he always takes good care of his people. Well, I guess it's up to me to inform you then. The truth is, where we spent the last few years gaining control of this city, little by little, we've been losing our grip lately. It's these new gangs coming into town. On their own, they're nothing to worry about, but one by one, they've been gaining just a bit too much influence in certain areas. The way you and the others were attacked near the port only goes to show that we need to strengthen our grip. Make sure that any group knows that we are in charge here. You see, I've had my sights set beyond this city for a while now. As things stand right now, we are one of the strongest groups on the East Coast. Not only do I want to keep it that way, I want to expand our group. And that's where you come in. I can't manage everything on my own. When we finally start expanding our business to other cities, I'm probably going to be away from here more often than not. And that means I'm going to need someone to run the place here while I'm gone. Wipe that smile off your face. Do you really think I'm just going to hand over the keys and just let you run the place? Remember what I said before. You have potential. That's it. As of right now, you are nowhere near ready to run this part of the organization the way you are. You're stubborn, hot-headed, you act before you think, and it's gotten you into trouble before. Make no mistake, I am going to put you through the ringer and get out every bit of potential that I can from you, but if I notice that you're not fit to make the cut, I will have no issues in cutting you loose and sending you right back to Gregor without a second thought. Do you understand? Good. I'm glad we get each other. What we'll be starting with? Yeah, well, I know you're gonna have trouble with this one. We're gonna be heading for the funeral today. I have a change of clothes prepared for you in the other room. You can get changed there. What? You didn't hear? Okay. When you went in alone that night and got attacked, we arrived just in the nick of time for you and a few of your fellows. But some didn't make it. We'll be heading for their funeral in a few hours. No. You need to be there. If you didn't go in by yourself, they might have lived to see the day. I need you to see that your actions have consequences. It's something you're going to deal with every single day if you ever end up in charge. It's best you learn about this sooner than later. Gregor will let you know when it's time to head out. We'll be going there with a few cars. Okay? Good. Oh yeah. And before I forget, we found out which family those guys worked for. Their boss is going to be at the funeral. And they might be too. I expect you to behave professionally. Not like the way you did, which started this whole situation. As much as it might infuriate you, I can't have you making this whole situation more complicated than it already is. Go. I'll talk to you later. How are you feeling? I understand. Please know, I don't take any joy in forcing you to come here. But once you're in charge, every person you send out is going to be your responsibility. I'm going to be bluntly honest with you. As always, not all of them are going to come back. That conversation that you have with a friend, or that drink you're sharing the day before an assignment, it might be their last. Do you understand? You're shaking. Come here. Listen to me. I know it's difficult. They were your friends. But making a scene right now is not going to bring them back. Nor is it going to fix anything about this situation. Do you get it? I know. It doesn't make it easier. Listen, I think it's best if you wait in the car. I have to talk to their boss, try and get a feel for the situation. I have to make sure he doesn't give us any issues. I'll be there soon. Just try to calm down. Henry, drive us back to the office. Hey, how are you feeling now? Better? Good. We have a lot of work to do, so I need you at your peak performance. Tell me, does it still bother you? The fact that they were there. It bothers you that I let them be there, huh? That's understandable. Do you know why, though? I figured. It's an act. All of it. The whole letting them come here, letting them be present at the funeral, shaking hands with their boss, accepting their condolences. It's all just one big act. You see, every single action we did today was to lull those bastards into a false sense of security. Just letting them be present there will make them think we have no idea who attacked you and your friends. They're going to keep up their fake smiles and think they got away with attacking us. I found out who those idiots were the day after your attack. But going after them immediately after what went down is going to start an all-out war. We can't use that if we want to expand our business. We need to be quiet, professional. Having said that, I need to make a call. Hannah, it's me. Are you alone? You're in the car back to the office as well. Good. Did you see them? Blonde guy in the black suit, long-haired guy standing next to their boss, and the girl standing in the last row with the highlights. Good. And I want you to make sure that the hit on us was the last hit those people ever did. Take out every single one of them. Don't be conspicuous. Take them out over the span of a few months if you have to. Make it look like accidents. Thank you, Anna. I owe you one. What are you looking at? Don't confuse me not taking immediate action as a sign that I don't care. In the end, every single one of those people worked for me. They were part of our family. Nobody lays a hand on our family. I guess that would make this another lesson for today. Think first. Don't act immediately. After we take him out, they might suspect us at first, but considering we invited them to the funeral and we didn't give them any suspicion in how we acted with them, there is absolutely no further move they can make on us unless they want to retaliate. In which case, we'll absolutely destroy them and just take out another part of the competition. Actually, now that I think about it, I think you'd like Hannah. She's someone who doesn't take crap from anybody. Gets the job done. She's even got a bit of a temper. Does know how to control it better than you do, though. I think you two would get along. There's a lot you'd be able to learn from her. Thinking about it, that's definitely not a bad idea. I feel it's a good time for you two to meet. Pick up how she does things. Realize how you both are alike and where you both differ. I'm going to be out of town starting in 2 weeks. Gregor and I will be scouting out possible locations for expansions near the East Coast. I feel it's a good idea you stick with Hannah and remain with her in the meantime. Remember what I told you earlier. No backtalk. I give the command. You obey. You understand? Good. I'm just gonna call her again real quick. Hannah. Yeah, it's me again. Listen. I'm going to need another favor.